Within the Marvel Cinematic Universe, there is a supposedly third world country called Wakanda, which we take a look at in Black Panther. The country has successfully pretended to be a small, poor people, while in actuality it is a thriving nation with resources and technology that surpass any the rest of the world can easily develop. This is attributed to the community's incredible access to the Marvel franchise's fictional metal, vibranium, which has a chemical property of plot device and can be used to create a technology that might have granted us the 2015 that Back to the Future predicted. The current monarchy holds the stance that this secrecy needs to be maintained for the sake of protecting their people and preventing the vibranium from falling into the wrong hands. Of course, this means that they only use the resources for personal gain, which a very small number of characters don't agree with. The antagonist, Eric, usurps T'Challa, the king, with intentions to completely dismiss the lie and storm into the world, killing the oppressors and raising the oppressed to the top. The protagonist, of course, has a problem with waging war against every major nation, but comes around to seeing that it is not fair for Wakanda to sit comfortably when they hold the power to make a real change for the better. In the conclusion, it is established that Wakanda will open itself and its resources to the world and work alongside it into the future. Something that I noticed in the movie is the entire debate is about what Wakanda can give to the world. There's never any real thought put into the idea that Wakanda may even gain something from opening up. Wakanda is absolutely perfect, and going public is nothing but a selfless act for everybody else to benefit from. As you can probably guess, the real world is not that romantic. As a nation, we have to work on becoming an asset to the world, of course. But as an individual, we have near to nothing but personal gain from opening yourself to other cultures. Sure, you can be a missionary and travel constantly for the sake of making even just a dozen more people have a slightly better life, and it is amazing that some people do that. But the changes within yourself are also to be taken into account here, both as a person and as a nation. Everybody, myself included, can themselves benefit from educating themselves in the world beyond their bubble. Some people are pretty good about keeping this up, while others are the type to assault a person from India for being a no-good terrorist. This education will all be in the name of growing as a person and making this world a little bit more wholesome and connected. Of course, when you are a science fiction superpower, it is going to be about the heroic acts that you can do for the people around you. But the real world, it might even be a little bit more poetic in some ways, with its dynamic of a two-way gain. Maybe Wakandans, now public, will be able to have their equivalent to something like NASA, and throw their hat into the ring in space travel, allowing themselves the liberty of a whole new direction in their history and scientific progress. Maybe, after getting mixed up with other cultures, their own culture can be enriched and appreciated by the outside world just as much as they can appreciate other cultures as well. Or I don't know, maybe sure we'll get into K-pop or something.